So, how are we doing today, guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys had a good weekend. What else? I hope you guys are just doing genuinely great. So, it's been a week and a day actually, since I started my new adventure, adventure, a new one. So, how has it been? Yes, there's ups and there's downs, and then there's good days and bad days, like any other life. But honestly, been it's been okay. Let's be honest, it's been okay. It's a new change. It's also something different, of course. Living out of the car. There's of course many challenges that are that needs to be done, like restroom, food, where you gonna sleep. My family has been asking me, "How are you doing? Are you fine? Are you okay?" And I'm telling them I'm fine. Um, yes, there's been blowbacks. There's been not necessarily disappointment, but there's been negatives. No, not negatives, comments, but just concerns. Yes, concerns are the best words. Because who wants their family member, their friends, their loved ones to suffer if in their mind they're doing bad, they're suffering, they're not doing good. That's why they're living out of their car because they have no choice or they have no other means. But I'm choosing to do this. I'm choosing to live out of the vehicle to have a better opportunity to be able to not necessarily save money, because I'm pretty sure I could save money in other ways. Finding a cheaper place to rent, finding, you know, ways not to eat out and cook more at wherever I'm stay at. Uh, But at the same time, in that same token, you flip it over. If I get a room for rent, or even if I get an apartment is expensive. Doesn't matter where you live in some places, especially more towards the West Coast than it is the Midwest or the West or the middle of the state. Because when I was in Memphis, I was paying 600, 680, 680. Let's go with 700, 750 with utilities included. So it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty freaking cheap. But it was not where I wanted to be in the long run. It was a good place to go and to start a new chapter in my life, leaving California, leaving Los Angeles, leaving my family behind, and start a new life for myself and not be a couch bum in a sense, as in, well, I'm still living at my dad's house and I'm sleeping in the couch, or paying 1,200 every 2 weeks for a room for rent. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's ridiculous. So moving here to Utah, when I moved here to Utah, I was paying 500 for a bedroom that was probably twice this size. Probably, yeah, about 2.5 times this size. So it was more comfortable, yes, but you still had the inconvenience of the restroom, the kitchen, the laundry, the hey, you have to be mindful. Hey, it's already 7:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. People had different hours of working, so it was never consistent. Especially with me working at Costco when I moved here, I was always closing, and yeah, majority closing and mids. So it was never. I always had to be careful, and it was just pointless. Not pointless, but it was just exhausting. The same thing. Um, when me and my ex at this point, me and my ex were living together, and we both worked at Costco, and we both made money, but there was always something that we were falling behind, and there was always good times. And of course, there was also bad times. That's why we were ex. But financially, there was always something that had to be paid. Of course, there's always going to be something that needs to be paid. But hopefully, by me, I know I'm going in a rant. But hopefully, by me doing this, sleeping in the car, living rent free, not necessarily rent free because I still got to pay for the vehicle, but it's a lot cheaper. My car is a lot cheaper than the rent is by a lot, by $1,000 less, or even no, it's about our rent at one point was six. Let's go with 1,600. That's not including utilities. 1,600. That's literally $1,300 off of rent a month. So my plan is, of course, again, to stay in the vehicle as long as possible, or until I'm able to save enough money to buy a trailer. I'd found one. Yes, I found a trailer, a camping trailer, camper trailer, or camp trailer, however you want to call it. I found one. The individual wants 15 for it. It looks, and all these in pictures and paper, it looks fine, but it needs a lot of work in a sense of cosmetics, because there's a mural in every single corner of the building, of the trailer, on the outside, of course. There's a beach on one side, like a beach sunset. That's cool. But then you got flamingos and waves on both sides, and you have tropical theme on the front side. It's a giant mess. And of course, if I want to try to restore it, or even one day sell it, I need to fix that as soon as possible. So, no, get that done, pay that. It has the layout is the way I want it. And it actually comes with a, oh, what is it called? A composting toilet. So that's cool. That's very interesting to use for the first time. And it has a little restroom area for that. So I thought about, if and when I hopefully get it, I could convert that area to a shower instead. Because honestly, I'd rather have a shower than a toilet, because I could always go, number one, standing up in the shower, and number two, I have 2 gym memberships. I'm going to the gym now. 2 gym memberships. One were by where I work at, and another one a little bit further out. That one has a steam room. No, it has a sauna. It's a lot more nicer. So it's a little bit better. But yeah, I'm there also. Today today's Wednesday. Yeah, today is Wednesday. Today is my day off. So I did not went to the gym. I just went around, not necessarily around town, and just window shop, just to get out of the vehicle and just to go look around, because I'm doing the same thing I was doing in the apartment. I was doing the same thing what I was doing in the room for rent. Just staying in the room and just watching TV and just, all right, cool. I did this today, and then go out and use the bathroom, then go back to the kitchen or the living room and watch TV again and wait till my ex came back home so we could hang out together. When we had opposite days off or when we were together, we just hanged out and just chilled. That's the good things that we did. And then we went out and drove, took the dog out to go use the bathroom and run him around and get him tired. So we had good times sometimes. But it's literally the same thing I'm doing here in the car. The only difference is that it's a lot more compact. A hell of a lot more compact. So, but I have done modifications. Modifications in the sense of I cover the windows. I cover majority of all the windows on the passenger rear sides, like the bottom ends, the the bumper, the last window, the trunk. That one's covered. You can move it off and on, so that one's so I could see when I drive. And what else? So the bads. Again, the bads is it gets hot or warm in here. So there's nights that I'm like, Jesus, freaking hot, and I can't stand it. I want to crack a window, but I don't because I don't want people to realize, hey, this is cracked. So I could probably try to sneak in. I don't want to do that. I need to get a fan in here, a little small fan. And what else? Um, the confined spaces. I'm not. I'm okay with that. I'm not really claustrophobic. Um, let's see what else. What I'm sleeping on right now is technically two two cushions, and I need to make adjustments to make it more comfortable. In the meantime, until I buy the camper. Because once I buy the camper, everything's out the window. I don't care. The car is going to be cleaned out. It'll be back to the way it was, more or less. And the camper is going to be where I, of course, sleep, eat, and do everything there. And hopefully, once I get the camper again, just like now, I'm going to bring you guys along because I'm going to try to do it once a week for sure. Twice if it's something extraordinary or something cool, to show you guys, or product review and everything. So I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm great. For my family that's watching, I promise I'm okay. Nothing's going on. And I know you guys are worried and, stressed. Hopefully not stressed, but just worried about my safety. And I'm okay. Again, I go to the bathroom when I can and when I want. I go to the gym, work out once in a while. The other one, I go for sure the sauna, for sure, and just hang out there and sweat it out and just, clear my mind and just shower and come home or come to the car and just rest and sleep. It's comfortable. Like I said, there's moments and challenges, but of course, what is life if it's not challenging? So, but again, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here. If you guys can, please subscribe, follow, turn on the notifications, leave comments, share this so like that I could get more views, and honestly, more people could see it, more people could get into it. Because, come on, when do you see a brown face doing this? A Hispanic? Not that many, or at least not by choice. People do it because they have to and not because they want to, but I'm doing it because I want to. You see all of these Caucasians, white people, however you want to call them. You see these people doing it, but you don't see that often that Hispanic people or people of color doing it. Again, not by choice, but by necessity. That's the difference. I'm doing it by choice, not by necessity. So, guys, again, have a good day. Enjoy your rest of your days for the week. Hopefully, you guys have a good weekend. Be safe. Remember, be kind and try to do good to others. All right? Enjoy your rest of your day. Again, have a good night.